Today's class I am going to discuss about dictionary. Last class we studied about tuples. Tuples is another type of data type, a sequence, and dictionary is also another type of sequence, where dictionary is an unordered collection of values where each item or each value is a key value pair. Dictionary is an unordered collection of elements where each element is a key value pair. Each element of the dictionary is a key value pair. Each key is mapped to a value. Each key has a value is there. And each key and the value separated by a colon. And different elements in the dictionary is separated by using comma. Elements of the dictionary is separated by using comma. And each element consists of a key is there and a value is there. And this key and value is separated with colon. And the entire dictionary elements are enclosed within the curly bracket. So just compare this dictionary with your tuple and list. In tuple, elements are enclosed in normal bracket. In list, elements are enclosed in square bracket. Here in dictionary, elements are enclosed in curly bracket. In dictionary, each element consists of a key is there and a value is there. That combination is taken as a single element. I'll give you one example. Keys in a dictionary are unique, but values can be repeated. Each key must be unique. A key value must be unique. That means it cannot be repeated there in the dictionary. Key value is unique, but values can be repeated. Values of a dictionary can be of any data type. Where keys is of type, keys will be of type immutable type. Keys must be of immutable type. Values can be of any data type. See, I'll give you one example. See, there is an example is written over there. D equal to, I told you in dictionary, each element is a key value pair. Key and value is separated by using colon. See the first element here, this is D is example. D is the dictionary and 1 colon January. This is the first element in the dictionary. 1 colon January, where 1 is the key and January is the value. Second element is 2 colon February, where 2 is the key and February is the value. And the third element is 3 colon March, where 3 is the key and March is the value. And the entire elements is enclosed within the curly bracket. So this is the way you can create a dictionary. I'll explain here in the Python screen itself. Now, this is the way. When I write like this, this is an empty dictionary. This is known as an empty dictionary. I am going to create a dictionary. I can write a dictionary like this. 31 colon. I am going to write January. See, 31 is the key and January is the value. That together one element. Comma. Next element I am going to separate it by using comma. Next element I am going to write 28 colon. I am going to write it is February. So this is the second element in the dictionary. And one more element I am going to write, it is separated with comma. And the key value I am going to write any value. You can write any value over there. I am writing 31 here. 31 and its key value part is March. So these are the elements of the dictionary. The same dictionary I can write in the reverse order also. See, I am going to write here, this is colon. Yes, the same dictionary I am going to write like this. See, I am going to write D1 is equal to. If I am writing this way, this is an, can you say what is it? It is an empty list. Sorry, empty dictionary. It's an empty dictionary. Now, I am going to write. Here, I am going to write this Jan as the key value. Jan as the key value, key, and 31 is the value part. Comma, next one. Next, I am going to write Feb. Feb as the key, and 28 as the value part. So next element, see that there are two elements are there now. At present there are two elements. One more element I am going to write March. March is the key and its key value part is 31. So this can create a dictionary in this way. So in both the dictionary there are three elements are there. In the first dictionary, in dictionary D, 31, 28 and 31 are the key values. Key, they are the keys. And that key's value is January, February and March. And in the second example, Jan, Feb and March are the keys. And its values are 31, 28 and 31. These are the value of that particular key. So this is just a simple dictionary. Now I told you can create a dictionary, empty dictionary in this way. This is the way you can create an empty dictionary. Or by using the dict function. So by using the dict function, you can create an empty dictionary. See, I can create an empty dictionary by using this method. This you studied in tuple and list also. By using dict function, you can create an empty dictionary. So this is the way you can create an empty dictionary. Now, see then, I am going to write. I can access the individual elements of the dictionary by using its key value. Individual elements of the dictionary using its key value. In the first dictionary, dictionary D, there are three elements are there. Dictionary D1, again three elements are there. Now, I am going to access the elements of this dictionary. I can write, say I will run this program. Before that, I'll print D. See the way I'm displaying the answer. Print D. So that means dictionary. I'm going to print the dictionary. Now, just run this program. See, you can see the dictionary D is displayed there. This is the way dictionary D is displayed there. D, March, here I have D 31 January, 28 February and 31 March. That is because see that when you run this program, only two elements are displaying that. Did you notice that or not? Check it. When I run this program, it is displaying only two elements. Only two elements are displaying. Actually, in my dictionary, three elements are there. Can you say why the two elements are displaying? I told you, keys of a dictionary are unique. Keys of a dictionary are unique. So that means in my example, here first I just written 31 January. And again I just written 31 January. So that means 31 is repeating there. The key is repeating. 31 key is repeating. So key cannot be repeated in a dictionary. That is why the last key value, the last value of that particular key is used there in the dictionary. The first two values replaced with the second value. Understood? One more time I'll show, one more example I'll write it. Here I am going to write 28, I am going to write 28 something else, TRT. So there is again 28 is repeating. So normally this Feb is replaced with this value. Keys of a dictionary, listen, keys of a dictionary is unique. Keys cannot be repeated. If you are writing the same key again, so it will replace the old value with the new value. So 28 is repeating there. Actually 28 is Feb, but here I just written 28 is equal to TRE. So that means the old Feb is replaced with the TRE. Just run and see what will happen now. Yes, 28 is replaced with TRE. So keys cannot be repeated in a dictionary, but values can. Values, you can repeat the values. See that I just written 31 Jan and here I am going to write it is 30. Again I am going to write 30 Jan. 30 Jan. You can write the same sentence, same case itself. So Janu is repeating there. And run the program. See, I can show, you can see the answer. Excuse me. Yes, 31 March, 28 Feb and 30 Jan. So that is all about that one. So this value can be repeated, but keys cannot. So these are the basic things about the dictionary. Once again I repeat, dictionary means it's a collection of values, and these values will be a key value pair. Each element will be a key value pair. Now the keys and values are separated with colon. Elements in a dictionary is separated with comma. Entire elements of the dictionary enclosed in curly bracket. Now, keys in a dictionary is unique. Values in a dictionary can be repeated in the same dictionary. Now, I'll show you how to access the individual elements of a dictionary. How to access the individual elements of a dictionary. So, I can write print D, dictionary D, with square bracket. D is a dictionary name. D with its key value will display its corresponding value part. Key with is a dictionary with its key value. Key will display the value part. So here I am going to say D of 31. What is this 31? 31 is the key. So which value will be displayed? Is it display this Janu or this March? It will display March. Jan is replaced. Jan is replaced with March. So when you run this program, that value of that key 31 will be displayed. Value of the key 31 will be displayed. See that March is displaying here. Try out with another one. I am going to write print D of 28. Print D of 28. So what is this 28? 20 is its key value. Key. And its value, now you can say the value of this 28 key is Feb. So Feb will be displayed. So this is the way you can access the individual elements of a list, of a dictionary, not list. Individual elements of a dictionary. Now the next topic is, what is the next topic? See, I just written a empty key, dictionary here. All of you listen here. It is an empty dictionary. Then I can write D of 0 equal to accounts. D of 1 is equal to maths. D of 2 equal to science. D of 3 equal to economics. Now this will create a dictionary. This statement will create a dictionary. Dictionary name is D, and 0 is the key value. Key and value part is account. 1 is the key and value is maths. 2 is the key and science is value part. 3 is the key and economics is the value. So you can create a dictionary in this way. Try out that the same thing in Python also. So you are creating individual dictionary elements, and finally you are displaying the dictionary, entire dictionary. Next topic. Yes, this we discussed traversing a dictionary. Next topic, how can you traverse a dictionary? The same thing you studied in your list and tuple. The same method here also you can use it. Using a for loop, you can traverse a dictionary. Using a for loop, you can traverse a dictionary. So I'll just remove this print statement. Otherwise, you will confuse there. I can write for loop like this: for K in D. For K in D. There, the K will get the keys of dictionary D. The K will get the keys of dictionary D. Now, I can write print. I am going to write print K. Can you say what will be printed here? I just written print K. What will be printed? Is it the dictionary will be printed? No, dictionary will not be printed. It will print the keys of that dictionary. Only the keys will be displayed. Run the program and see the answer. So, I am going to run this program. Yes, only the keys will display. 31, 28 and 30. See, this is 31, 28 and 30. Only the key is displayed there. Now, if you want to display the values of the dictionary, values of each key, then you can use it here, comma. K is the key value, comma, and you want to display the value of that particular key. Can you say how can you display? You know the answer. How can you display the value of that K? Value of that particular key. Yes, it is D of K. D of K will give you the value of that particular key. So by using a for loop, you can extract the keys from a dictionary. Using the for loop, you can extract the keys from a dictionary. So this for loop will extract the keys and the keys will be there in the variable k. Now this is k comma d of k. So k will display the key and d of k will display its value. That particular key's value. Run this program. Yes, see, key is there and its value part is there. All the keys and its values will be displayed. This is the way you can access the keys and value of a dictionary, individual key and values of a dictionary. This is known as traversing a dictionary. Traversing means displaying, extracting each element of the dictionary. Okay, so you can write this way. Say, I'm going to write in double quotes, colon, comma. So there will be a colon will be displayed there in between key and value. Yes, it will be displayed like this. That is all about that thing. Now, what is the next topic? Traversing a dictionary. And next is in and not in operator. In and not in operator. So, which we already studied in list and dictionary, list, tuple, all the sequence. We are studying this in and operator, in and not in operator. This operator will check whether a specified key is present in the dictionary or not. We are not checking the value part. It is checking whether a particular key is present in the dictionary or not. In operator, check whether a particular key is present in the dictionary or not. If it is present, it returns the value true. Otherwise, it returns the value false. So that is the use of in and not in operator. Now, just like list, in your list and tuple, we have plus operator is there for concatenation. Into operator is there for replication. All these operations are not possible in dictionary. You can use in and not in operator to check whether a particular key is present in the dictionary or not. It is not for value, it is for key. And next I will show you how to access or how to create a dictionary by accessing the elements from the user. This is the same thing I discussed in list also. Now I am going to access elements from the dictionary, from the user, and going to create a dictionary. Accessing elements from the user and creating a dictionary. So that means you have to access key and you have to access the value. Both key and value you have to access from the user. The first step, I am creating an empty dictionary. The same procedure which you used in the list, the same procedure I am going to use it here. OPT equal to Y. OPT equal to Y. While I want to ask to the user, do you want to continue? So OPT equal to Y. You are checking whether the value of OPT is Y. Yes, it is Y. So you are entering inside the loop. First you have to input the key value. So just input, enter key. So that will accept the key. And next you have to accept the value part. Input, enter value. So now both k and value you accepted. That is there in the variable a and b. Next step, you have to add that into the dictionary. In the case of list, we use the function append. We use the function append to add the element into the dictionary. Here, we don't want to use any function. We don't have any function at all. You can add into the dictionary, individual element you can add into the dictionary by using its key and value. This is the method. See the method. D is the dictionary. D of A. What is this A? A is the key. D of A equal to B. D of A equal to B. That means that particular key's value part is B. A is the key and A key's value is B. That is written like this. D of A equal to. So that means that element is added into the dictionary. Next I am going to ask to the user, do you want to continue? Input, do you want to continue. Do you want to continue? Yes. If you are saying yes, that will be repeated. Otherwise, it will stop the execution. Now, after that, I am going to print D. The place where I just use that print statement, just check it and run this program. See, I'll close the screen one more time. I'll open it. Enter key. I am going to enter the key as 1. Value I am going to enter it as accounts. See here, D is not defined. What is this D? Here my dictionary is capital small d and what I used is capital D. Okay, now that error is corrected. Just run the program. Key is 1 and value is accounts. Do you want to continue? Yes. Key is 2, value is economics, econ. Yes. Then key is 3, value is max. Do you want to continue? No. So see, the dictionary is created. Now the dictionary is created. 1 is the key value, accounts its value part. 2 is the key, echo is its value part. 3 is the key and max is the value part. So this is the way you can create a dictionary. The same method which you used in the list, the same method I am using here. So that is all about the dictionary. Now if you want to display the individual element of the individual element, I can write the print statement like this. D of 2. Can you say what this D of 2 will be displayed? D of 2 will be displayed the second element in the dictionary. The second key value, not second element, second key value. 2 will be considered as the key value, key and its value will be displayed there. So these are the basic thing about the dictionary. Okay. So what is this dictionary? Dictionary is an unordered collection of elements and each element consists of a key and a value. So next term class we can study about different types of functions or methods in dictionary. Okay, thank you.